Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Memento, and welcome to another Warframe video. I finally managed to farm for Oberon Prime and his Prime Access weapons, the Cerberus Prime and the Silva and Aegis Prime, just yesterday. Finally got it all formatted, and I'm ready to make videos on it. And we're gonna start with the big man himself, Oberon Prime, so let's get into it. So of course, as always, I'll leave a link in the description to the Reddit post that I use that has the drop locations for the relics and the rarity of his parts, as well as showing on the screen. So you guys can do that for convenient if you just want to pause the video and grab a screen grab or whatever, you guys know where it is. So let's move on to the aesthetics. Aesthetically wise, he's okay. He's not a Valkyrie Prime by any means. He's okay looking. He's, I think, a lot better looking than regular Oberon. However, his Prime helmet isn't the best. It's not exactly the best looking Prime in my opinion. However, there is the Oberon Feyarch skin, which a lot of people use, I think. I'm not sure. I don't see a lot of Oberon, even after the rework, but if you don't like the way he looks, Oberon Feyarch skin is a decent choice. As well as that, he did get a particle effect on his Reckoning, his ultimate ability. I'm kind of hard, like, I can't notice it too well, but again, it's just because I don't use Oberon that much, or at least not until now. I never really used Oberon, so some of you who used Oberon before, you may notice it, but myself, I can't tell the difference. So let's get into his general performance. Like his stats against regular Oberon, he gets another 25 base energy and 75 base armor for his Prime variant, which I would say the armor and the energy are both very nice. However, it kind of feels like a band-aid buff for the Prime version. The base armor is very noticeable, the energy pool buff is nice, but he still does have a lot of issues, and we will get into that a lot later in the video. But the way I see it, he's a jack of all trades. He's not great at both healing and tanking, but he can do both to a reasonable extent, but he's not a master of either. And I would say he's good at coordinating chaos. I say this a lot about Nyx and Nyx Prime. She's coordinating chaos and basically like making enemies turn against each other and fight against each other while he's in the middle of it, just destroying them all as they're confused as to what they're attacking. He's really good at, you know, taking advantage of chaos and navigating it through it, you know, killing everything in his path, I guess, with his nice new primed weapons. So that's kind of fun. I do enjoy that type of playstyle. So let's get into my build for him. And to put an emphasis on the jack of all trades style, I made my build something that has more variety and it doesn't emphasize one or two of his abilities, yet it makes it a healthy spread across all four. He can use any of his four abilities to a good extent and can take advantage of it. So first off, you got the continuity. You can use the Prime variant if you have it. Flow for the Prime variant if you have it. The larger energy pool buff. He's a caster frame at this point, and you know, larger energy pool is always nice, and it's a longer sustain on the renewal, which is his main healing ability. So it's pretty good. Use Prime Flow. Streamline, of course, efficiency is always nice. Helps with the casting of all of his abilities. Has a longer sustain on his energy pool. Rage, which is pretty much the most important mod in my opinion. It's gonna take advantage of that larger energy pool or health pool that you get from using Vitality and Vigor, as well as the extra armor that he has from his renewal and just his base armor buff, and converts the damage onto his health into energy. So it's a never-ending cycle of gaining energy, using that energy to replenish his health and his teammates' health, and then bringing that energy back into his energy pool. So it's actually really nice. Then we got Transient Fortitude and Intensify, add more power strength. Transient Fortitude I would take over Blind Rage, I believe, because Blind Rage does a lot to his efficiency. So Transient Fortitude is a nice healthy mix. Then you got Vitality and Vigor. Vitality is there just simply because you want to get more health. Vigor, the same. Prime Vigor is even better. However, I don't have Prime Vigor, which is saddening. But Prime Vigor, you know, it buffs his health pool to like 1400, I believe, when it's maxed with Vitality. So it's quite insane. The shields, not as happy about the shields as I am the health, but definitely want the health to take advantage of the renewal and his armor and rage. And then, of course, for your Exos adapter slot, if you choose to use it, I just went with Power Drift. I like the 50% chance to reduce on knockdown, and the small buff to the power strength is, of course, a nice little bonus. So, what are my thoughts on Oberon Prime? He's okay, actually. I was surprised. I had a lot of fun playing with him. And I never really used him. You know, I leveled his regular version up to 30. Never used him again. He was kind of bad. And then the rework happened. Still had no interest. Of course, though, the Prime version comes out, I have to try it. So I did. I have to say, he's decent. He can actually tank, which is nice. His healing, I like it for a solo type. If you want to go solo, I think it's good. I just don't like how much energy gets sapped once you start healing all of them, like all your teammates with renewal. It kind of makes the frame a little bit less fun when your energy is constantly being sucked up by your teammates that are getting hurt. So I definitely like it for a solo scenario. However, he's still got problems. He is still the inferior frame to Trinity Prime or Trinity. He's got worse range, worse efficiency, worse reliability. He relies on rage to gain energy back instead of EV. And of course, there is the point of gaining energy through void, through the orbs, the void orbs. However, no, you don't go to the void that much anymore. At least I don't, unless you're going for endless, you know, MOT runs or whatever, the survival runs, or you're going for endless Fisher runs. But I don't see myself in the void nearly as much as I did before the relic system. So, you know, it's a buff. It's a nice little bonus to get that 250 energy from the death orbs. However, it's still not enough to justify, you know, picking Oberon over Trinity. If you're going for a strict healing frame, or even a tanky frame, I still am gonna choose Trinity. A Blessing Trinity is basically a better Oberon Prime, at least in my opinion. Like, even with her augment, her Link augment, a baiting Link, I believe, she strips enemy armor. So, you know, Oberon's Reckoning doesn't have much of a, you know, defining factor of being able to reduce armor, especially now that they changed it. Now you can just cast it quite a few times, like 4 times, and it fully strips enemy armor, but it's still just not enough to compete with his biggest competition, being Trinity Prime. Is he fun? I say he's actually kind of fun. I love being able to make enemies attack each other with radiation, but there's Nyx and there's Trinity. He's the jack of all trades. He's like if you fuse them together into some sort of weird, freaky combo and changed his genitalia to male, that's Oberon. So, there's nothing much more I can say. Definitely give him a try. He is fun. He's fun. So go out there, farm for him. I wish you luck. It took me you know, a day and a half or so to get him. So if you get him, you know, I wish you the best of luck. And guys, until next time, my name is Memento, thank you for watching, and I am signing out.